It's not a surprise, and human nature is not a surprise. The volatility is a function of how we speak, think, and feel. And it is variable. In other words, there's a herding instinct in humans. There's all sorts of characteristics, and you put that together into a financial market, and it moves.
Do you think we're still in a bull market, an equity bull market?
Not really. No, it's beginning to fumble. You can see it by reaction in recent days. It would be very surprising to see it sort of stabilize here and then take off again. But it's happened in the past. However, at the end of that one, run for cover.
What do you think the message is that the bond market is sending us at this moment?
What's happening now is we're getting a very significant rise. I shouldn't say all that significant, but a pronounced rise in real long-term interest rates. That, if you look at history, compared it to the last 15 or 20 years, is the key factor which is bringing the stock market down. In fact, it accounts for all of the weakness recently, and I think it's going to continue to account for it because we're in a period now where I think long-term rates are going to rise.
How much more adjustment to account for the rise in real interest rates that you're talking about do we need to see?
I don't know.
But more.
I don't know anybody who knows. No, but we're not through the cycle. As I said in the book Adrian Wooldridge and I published very recently, we're moving towards a stagflation type of environment, which means we're both going to get inflation and stagnation. And that is a toxic mix. And the outlook is not terribly enterprising, shall I say.
Where do you see those leverage risks today?
Leverage is about average. I personally think it's going to go up, but that's not a critical issue. The major question is the toxic asset. In other words, it's not the leverage per se, it's really the leverage which occurs in the context of the toxic asset. If you don't have the toxic asset, you don't have the problem.
Is there a toxic asset today?
There are always toxic assets, but you don't know which ones are viable.